It's happened again. My favorite thing ever. When I make a video about someone and then they respond. Let's get it. Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea. I'm just a lady with a bulldoggy camera and too many opinions. And sometimes those opinions get people real mad. And for some reason, they think that it's either going to work in their favor or just be in general a good idea to attempt to silence me and have my videos taken down or potentially harass me or threaten me in some sort of way. I just tell you, that does not work. It does not work. Don't mind if I do. Uncle Reggie here, it's me, I'm back. Now, if you know anything about something, you know that the internet is trying to get into your brain. So you got to watch out where that information comes from. Big media is trying to get to you. Just look at me. They already got to me. They got me wearing makeup. And now I know Chelsea talks about schemes. The biggest scheme of them all, X. No, not one of them sites. The one that used to be the Twitter. Just announced its 2025 roadmap to become the everything app. What's that mean? We're talking TV services. We're talking that Elon Musk doing everything. Payments, articles, words, pictures, who knows what else. Now let me repeat myself. That Musk fella with his newfound government position would have unprecedented control over social media, TV, and our monies. And yet absolutely no one on the left is talking about it. I went over to Ground News. Y'all know Chelsea had Wiggum set me up with it. He's just the best. And I found over 60 sources talking about this, talking about that Musk fella. And they're all talking about cryptocurrency's integration. Since he's been talking about that Dogecoin for years. He's been hyping it up. Now, I don't know about any Dogecoin, but if you go down and keep scrolling and scrolling, you'll see how the different sides are spinning it. Chalking it up to WeChat's success in China, while the other side of reality is pointing out how centralized mobile services under one company raises concerns about data privacies, monopolistic controls. Oh, that guy with the little monocle? Monopoly. It's a real thing. Did you know that? And potential surveillance risks. What are you doing? I'm just trying to help. I leave for a minute. Well, you weren't here doing your job telling them. No, I went to the bathroom. Okay, I'll leave. No, I'm taking the chair with me. I'm taking Wiggum with me, too. I'm sure by now you know this is a Ground News ad read, so I'll just try to pick up where he left off, I guess. Ground News is my go-to news platform and one of my favorite sponsors. Not only are they trying to help me with Uncle Reggie, did you see that tinfoil baseball cap? Like, what's going on? But they were also founded by a female former NASA engineer who saw a much bigger problem here on Earth other than, you know, up in space or wherever you think the aliens are. And they're the only app out there helping you think for yourself and see all sides. By gathering articles from thousands of sources around the world, organizing them by story, then analyzing the political lean, credibility, and even financial incentives behind each perspective, Ground News makes it easier for me and you to compare coverage and think critically. Follow your favorite topics, and maybe you'll find angles that you haven't even looked at or thought of before, thanks to their blind spot feed. And that surfaces more important news from the right and the left media bubble, because news that you are missing affects you just as much as news that you are seeing. That's a bar right there. Go to ground.news/cc or click the link in my description box to sign up for the plan that I use every day. You'll save 40% off of their Vantage plan, and that knocks down the cost to just $5 a month. Now, before we get literally at all into this video, let's go ahead and say hi to the YouTube legal team. Hello, YouTube legal team. The person that we're covering in this video, his name is allegedly Uriel Bromberg, and he does present himself as a public figure. He is not a private citizen, and in no way, shape, or form in this video am I violating not only his privacy as, you know, an individual human, if he is a human, I don't know. And I am obviously not violating the YouTube privacy guidelines, the YouTube copyright guidelines. This is not defamation, slander, bullying, harassment, anything like that. Please do not do what's known as brigading, where, and now I'm speaking to my audience, where you go and harass someone. Don't do that. Please do not do that. We don't like that. We don't do that here. That's not okay. That would be very hypocritical. So don't do that, please. And obviously with my commentary content, I am providing criticism and commentary and my opinion, which all of this is my opinion, regarding public people, situations, things like that on the internet. Okay, enough, my goodness. I just wanted to make it easy for the person who's gonna have to review this video, because Uriel Bromberg has, let's see, 3 times now? Yeah, 3 times. He has submitted a privacy claim, a privacy complaint rather, on my YouTube video about him. And 2 times so far, YouTube has cleared it and specifically said, we have reviewed the complaint and have determined that the content is accepted from removal based on our privacy guidelines, which can be found at blank. The content does not violate our policies and will remain on the site. Wonderful. Love that. So that's excessive. But thankfully, when you do have a bigger channel and when you have hit over 100,000 subscribers and things like that, it is easier to have an actual human review things at YouTube. And obviously, like, it shouldn't be like that. That should be the case no matter what, because we're not violating terms of service in general over here, right? So, that stinks. But Uriel obviously did not like my video. So you would think, okay, so he just submitted those privacy complaints via like the YouTube reporting system to try to get your videos taken down. No, he did a lot more than that. Now, I posted my video about Uriel Bromberg. If you have not gone and watched it, please do. It is really crazy. It's a wild video. I posted my video around noon-ish Eastern time on February 14th. And then I received this email from him on February 21st. Now, I did receive the DM from him. Like, I saw that first and I was like, that's weird. And then I saw the email from him. And then I saw the privacy complaint submissions, which was just glorious. It was a lot within one day. It really was a lot. It was crazy. Now let's go ahead and read over the email that he sent to me because dear God. Hello, I have watched your channel in the past and really enjoyed it. That speaks to the level of delusion here. First of all, doubt he's ever watched my channel. Second of all, you've watched my channel full of 10 years worth of me calling out scammers and not being able to shut up. None of that hit home. That's crazy. Great admiration for your creative mind. I bet. But it's a goddamn shame that you made a video spreading false statements about me. I kindly ask you to remove your video or YouTube team will remove it. And once they do, your channel will be flagged and probably lose monetization. That's not how any of this works. I don't want this for you. You're so kind. This part is like the math that this part makes me do is crazy. I'm a brother to a sister who was 11 years old. Okay, so he has a sister who is 11 years old. And my youngest sister is 18 years old. So then you have another sister who's 18 years old, but that sister is your youngest sister? What? Do any of these people exist? Doesn't sound like it. I'm not a predator or anything like that. It is very disturbing and disrespectful to say about me. You made those accusations based on Ian Armitage, but he is a boy and I never sexually harassed him. Okay. I am very respectful to Ian. His mom knows that. I never cursed to him. I don't talk about sex on social media. I never said that he is hot. Connor, who reportedly, allegedly is someone who has been harassed and stalked and who Uriel has like catfished as, basically. That's who Connor is. If you haven't watched the video, please go do it. Then you'll and come back to this one. Connor has photoshopped fake message. Otherwise, I have been trying to protect Ian. No one asked you to do that. I deleted all the comments on my videos that are harassing him. I already reported many predators on Twitter and Ian's mother knows that. And then here's a screenshot of a DM, but it's not actually the DM. It's a screenshot from the inbox of his Twitter. And it says, you reacted with a heart. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. That doesn't prove that he DM'd you. First of all, it proves nothing. That could be fake, but it also doesn't prove that he DM'd you. You could be liking your own messages with a heart. Why not show the actual DM? Show it. Show the whole conversation. Do that. By the way, since all of this has happened, since I put my video out and YouTube is not taking it down, thank goodness, it looks like he has either blocked me on multiple of his Twitter accounts and Instagrams, or he runs his own fan account on Instagram and I blocked that one. So then therefore all of these other accounts have been blocked, which is hilarious because that's what happens when you run all of the same account. Running your own fan account, that's crazy. That's work. Free. I mean, it's volunteering, but that's a lot of work. But it does look like he has potentially started to not revamp, but like wipe his digital footprint again, which it seems like that's what he does almost every single time someone calls him out for something, which is crazy. Again, that's a lot of work too. Just like, hey, get a job. Just get a job. Or like a hobby that you're actually good at. Because listen up, buddy, it might be time to give up music because it's not good. And don't worry, we're going to be reviewing and criticizing some of his music at the end of this video, which yes, does possibly mean that this video will be demonetized. However, it is protected under fair use. So we're going to play just a little bit of it. So I actually have a colleague in common with her. Like we have a mutual and I asked him if he could contact her on my behalf and just be like, hey, do you even know about this person? Like what's going on here? So hopefully she responds. If not, that's fine too. I mean, if I was a mom, I wouldn't want to be like aware of this. Just like that's fucking crazy. But also like if someone's claiming not only like your likeness, but claiming that like you're signing off on shit and that like you're doing shit you're not doing, I don't know. It's just super easy to like shut that shit down, right? Ian Armitage did say multiple times, like, I have no association with this person. I don't know them. So I don't think that his mom is speaking to this person. That would be crazy. So then he continues after his super groundbreaking DM screenshot here. And it says, last time I texted him, not texted, you don't have his phone number. That's a DM. Last time I DM'd him on X, this was in 2022, the year that Connor Ferguson had started stalking and spreading lies about me. After that, in 2023, I talked to Ian's mom and told her that I wouldn't have any other social media interaction with Ian online, but I would only support him by posting videos, and that if they wanted me to delete any video from my YouTube channel, they could tell me. I could be wrong, but I don't think that he has any contact with his mom. You are defending Connor, a guy who talks about gay sex 24/7 on his profile. From everything I've seen, Connor doesn't post almost anything, just so you know. But also, even if Connor was someone who does talk about like mature things, he's not talking to children. That sentence right there like reeks of homophobia. And I hate that. And a lot of things that he has said reeks of homophobia. And I rage for that. That's disgusting. And like that right there tells me, I mean, obviously this person's not well, but like, it's like, oh, he talks about gay sex. No, he doesn't. No. And if there's like jokes here or there that he makes, or like, oh, I'm sorry, he just shares what happens in his life. Okay. I probably talk about sex more than Connor does. Come on. A guy's that you can easily find his nudes on the web just by Googling his name. A guy who sexually harassed me many times. And then he links a Substack that says internet stalker, and it says like victim of Connor Ferguson, whatever. And it's his own Substack. To my surprise, yesterday, I was in the parking lot of UPS. I just in a little Amazon return situation. And I get an email that says, thank you for subscribing to this Substack. And I was just like, that's interesting. The only Substack I have subscribed to previously, or even thought about subscribing to, was Robert Welsh's Substack. What is this one? This mother subscribed me to his own Substack, like submitted my email. So now I'm getting updates on that. What's going on here? I did not consent to that. Also, who cares if he has posted sexually explicit pictures? Who cares if he has posed nude or anything like that? Like if he's not sending it to minors, then I don't care. He's an adult. He can do that. Now, I didn't reply to his email right away. I didn't even read it in its entirety, literally until today. But I did get a little bit spooked when I saw him in my message request. I forgot what day this was. I think it was that same day. I just didn't read it until a few days later. But hello, please remove your video that you made about your, or YouTube will end up removing it. Again, not how that works. Honestly, I have watched your channel in the past, and it's a goddamn shame. It's an awful shame that you decided to post a defamatory video about me saying things that are untrue. Peace, Uriel. Again, that's not what happened. I didn't post anything defamatory. So, of course, I responded. And you know it's never good for the person who is on the opposite end of the DM when I pull out the just spiciest per my last email type of corporate bitch attitude. Okay. However, it's my favorite, one of my favorite things to do in the world. So get ready. Hello, Uriel. Prior to publishing my video, I emailed you and requested a statement regarding topics that I covered. Unfortunately, I received no response. Everything I stated was my own opinion and otherwise not stated as a fact. My content is not defamation/libel. You present yourself as a public figure on the internet, have quite a large digital footprint, and everything I shared is publicly available online. My content is in no way a violation of the YouTube's privacy policy. I provide commentary and criticism while reporting on public figures and situations transpiring on the internet for entertainment purposes. My content is not in violation of YouTube's copyright policy. See what I'm doing here? As I follow the 4 tenets of fair use. And I cited, not that he knows about this at all, of course he doesn't. This guy's referencing like a lawyer that he doesn't have, in my opinion. Him and a mustache, or 2 corgis in a trench coat. So I cited the Ethan and Ela Klein, the H3 copyright case, which, I mean, set a precedent, to be sure. I will not be removing my recent or future videos in which you are the subject. Disrespectfully, Chelsea. And he responded again, I did not receive any email. That ain't my problem, buddy. That is not my fault. Let's be real. Who paid you? Your video contains defamation allegations because you are replicating a false statement that Connor Ferguson started to spread on the wide internet, not the skinny internet, the wide internet, because he wants to ruin my reputation. Buddy, that makes no sense. Who are you? Connor had no idea who you were. Reportedly. Like, why would it benefit him to ruin your reputation? That literally makes no sense. In my opinion, your argument is completely invalid and just dog shit. I have never, ever harassed any child or been obsessed with a child. Ian is a teenager, not a child. Let me repeat that. He said, Ian is a teenager and not a child. People under the age of 18 are, I mean, everyone is somebody's child, but they are underage. they are a child. He's a child. And even though I have never harassed him, I always tried to help him. Weird way to phrase that, buddy. And his mother knows that I have helped her report a lot of accounts who was sexualizing Ian. I always delete harmful comments on my videos about Ian, and I told her that she has the right to contact me to delete any video of Ian. I have not impersonated Connor Ferguson. I'm handsome and do not need his pictures. First of all, that's your own opinion and subjective. I would argue that you're not. I've seen multiple pictures of you that are absolutely not great. There are pictures of me all over the internet from years ago. It doesn't seem like it. Literally does not seem like it. Most of the pictures I'm seeing of this person are AI generated. So yeah, it might look kind of like you because sure, it's going to be using that model to, in pictures of you to like whatever, but that's not you. Send a pic, buddy. That ain't you. In other hand, I guess I have something else in my other hand now. Connor has impersonated me. Why would he want to do that? You're a psycho. And created fake accounts under my name and also sent emails under my name that I have reported to the FBI. Then show those emails. Buddy, show those emails. Like what's going on here? That is insane. I filed a lawsuit against him and it's under investigation. I looked everywhere I could on Pacer. There's no lawsuit that this person has filed. Nothing. And he says, Connor talks about sex all the time. But that's not illegal. Talk about sex publicly. Have sexually harassed me multiple times. Show proof, Uriel, you garbage human. He has been trying to build a music career from destroying mine. We'll get into your music in a minute, buddy. Don't worry, he continues. I told him that if he was ever telling the truth, then he is free to file a lawsuit against me. But he has been doing this since 2022 and never took legal action against me. Good God. So of course, I had to respond. Duh. And I said, I have never been paid by an entity or individual to report on a topic. My video does not contain defamatory statements made by me. I reported on and presented a situation, gave my opinion, commentary, and criticism while not stating anything as a fact that wasn't able to be proven with publicly available information or information that has been made public by other individuals. And then I responded to him talking about like, if he isn't lying, have him take legal action. And it's like, dumbass. That doesn't make any sense. And I said, taking legal action is typically quite expensive. Him not taking legal action doesn't equate to him lying. For instance, you have accused Connor of defamation, sexual harassment, and impersonating/identity theft during this conversation. Using your own logic here, if what you're saying is factual, why have you not pursued legal action? So then he didn't respond right away. So I was like, you know what? I got the time. Let's go. So I said, how exactly is my video violating your privacy when you in fact present yourself as a very public figure? Or are you aware that this is a false complaint and simply your only recourse to attempt to get content removed? And then he didn't answer again. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Come on. And I said, I couldn't shut you up a minute ago, Uriel. Come on, don't leave me hanging. And then I think this was the next day, but it's never good when it's like 4+ messages or whatever plus messages. And then a little thing that says they like sent you a video. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want a video from you. And so he said, my label hasn't seen the video yet. And they won't because they don't exist. Allegedly. I saw that you talk about them and their association with Universal Music. I have such a great networking with UMG, Universal Music Group, and my label is just part of the Virgin Music umbrella. So basically Virgin Music and UMG is responsible for distributing our music, managing catalogs, and publishing. Uriel, your music sounds like two gerbils fornicating in a garbage disposal during a power surge. And then he said, sorry for the delay. I had to go out to eat and left my phone charging. I don't care. And then he sent photos, and you can't take screenshots, I guess, which is crazy. You can't take screenshots now of photos that are sent to you and like only allowed to be replayed once, or like even screen recordings too, which is very frustrating. But he said, this is me in a meeting with my label, so you can see that it's true. And it was like him in the bottom, and it was like portrait, not landscape, which I thought was interesting. But then like he was in the bottom, and then there were like multiple people on the call, and they almost all had like fake backgrounds that had like a big like Virgin Music like logo or like sign on like the wall behind them. It was very, very interesting. It looked 100% fake. Like it makes no sense to me why this person would be signed by Virgin Music Group or by Virgin Records, by Universal, by anything. His music is garbage. And from what it seems like, and that's obviously my opinion, but from what it seems like, none of the artists that are listed on his site like actually even know of him. From what I have seen, I will reach out to anyone who is listed on that site. And I have sent out quite a lot of emails to anyone that I can find either via LinkedIn or wherever who is part of like label or like talent or artist management through Universal Music Group or through Virgin. And I can't find anyone to respond to me. But yeah, I've emailed so many people. Crazy. This is where it gets real cringe. So he said, my label is amazing. There is no complaint about them. Again, I don't care. He's like trying to impress me now. I literally do not care. Oh my gosh, you know what I should do? I should like bait him and be like, oh my gosh, so that means you've worked with Jelly Roll and you know him? And then have him say yes, or like try to lead him to there. That's coercion, Chelsea. Either way. Not me just describing an evil plan. But like, how funny would that be if I was like, oh yeah, so you know Jelly Roll? Like, you've worked with him, right? And then if he was to say yes, then be like, Bunny, ask Jay right now. Does he know this turd? Which no, he doesn't. Like, I don't even have to ask. He doesn't know them. This person is delusional, and giving Luca, whatever his name was from Don't F With Cats, that guy was crazy. This is what he's giving right now. 100%. My label is amazing. There is no complaint about them. They talk to the artists, teach us things we might not know. They don't judge us. We have a group chat where we can discuss lots of things. Boy, and is it just you? It's just you from all these same numbers talking to yourself all day. Oh my God. And talk to a bunch of artists. You wouldn't believe if I tell you that I have Sam Smith's phone number. It's amazing. I do. You're right. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. And honestly, it was terrible when Jessica Elliott got in touch with them, pretending to be a journalist, asking for an interview, but actually she was working for Connor. Oh, I didn't know that Jessica did get in contact with them. All right, so I just messaged Jessica and hopefully she will respond back to me and give me some info. I do have, oh, she's replying right now. Perfect. Might have some real-time here. I don't know Jessica, by the way. She wasn't there when Connor started all of this in 2022. And he said, I have took legal action. I reported him to the FBI. That's not them. That's not legal action. It's not taking legal action, buddy. But he lives in another country. Apparently you live in another country too. So guess what? The FBI would not be handling things for people who don't live in the United States, which is their jurisdiction. I better be careful. He's going to call the CIA. Good God. The FBI told me to find out his address first because he moved to London recently, but they said that Connor is still under their investigation for fraudulent activity. Okay, so show proof, show that correspondence, show it. If that actually happened, show that. But in my opinion, you can't because that never happened. What fraudulent activity? Literally, what fraudulent activity? Come on. Fun fact, this is not going to be fun, Uriel. It's not fun. Are you having fun? I'm not having fun. Fun fact is that Connor already sent me a lot of blackmails and said a lot of times that he was going to take legal action. Said that I was a loser who doesn't have not even half of his money and he's better than me. And he said my music is trash. And I agree with him. Your music is trash. Oh, that's sad. It's not though, because this guy sucks. And Squizzo? Is Squizzo. No labels would sign me. I agree with that. It's not illegal to have that opinion. He said that on Twitter and now is suspended. That's not why his Twitter account got suspended, buddy. And some of those tweets can still be found on the web archive. Wow. So cool. And then he sent a photo. I forgot what it was. He sent so many at this time. Okay. So then he replied to my story of him saying like, I have Sam Smith's phone number. And I put that on my Instagram story saying like, I'm going to be contacting literally everyone I can at Virgin and Universal and any other label that he claims to work with. And he said, then go ahead. I already did, bud. He said, do you want to know why I don't follow anyone on this account? No, I don't care. It's because people like you and Connor have been stalking and threatening my family. How would they find your family? You don't post anything about your family. People like you and Connor. So am I doing that? I'm not doing that. I don't know who your family is. I don't want to. Ew. The people from UMG already told me that they wouldn't quit working with me. Buddy, if they are working with you, then okay. But I don't think they are. They can't stop working with you if they aren't. Because those type of already happened to a bunch of other artists like R. Kelly, P. Diddy, and many other who committed real crime. And not because of that, they took down their music. Comparing yourself to those people is crazy. I mean, what do we expect? And then I really thought that you were a nice person. You said you watched my videos and you thought that I was a nice person. I mean, I'm not going to like punch you in the face for no reason, but I'm typically not going to go out of my way to be nice to you, especially when I don't know you, especially when you're this person. Specifically because I once saw your videos. Again, what made you think that? I don't think you actually watched my channel and would never want to take down a video from your channel because of this bullshit. But now I see that you're just like the others and is probably working with Connor as well. It's kind of how journalism works. Independent journalism, you have to get statements from people, which I tried to get a statement from you, which now you've given me too much of a statement. Honestly, please stop. I have hundreds of contacts, show them. And I know a lot of people, but nobody ever complained about me because there's nobody there. Again, it's 2 corgis in a trench coat. Nobody I know ever confirmed Connor's statements is true because you don't know anybody. So then he sent me this video, a screen recording rather, of a Google search of him Googling Virgin music artists, or maybe it was UMG artists. And what do you know? Not seeing anything. But I do love that on his little search here, we can see recently searched stuff, which is awesome. Not him literally Googling himself multiple times a day. I love it. Okay. And then since he sent me 47 messages, I had to just reply to a few of them. And I said, I have never stalked or harassed anyone. I made 1 video about you. Get over it. Which now it's 2. Which who wouldn't after you're saying all this shit? Duh. And then he screenshotted that Connor is following me on Instagram. And I said, riveting. He said, you literally said you're going to text everybody at UMG. And I said, no, that's not what I said. Because I never said I was going to text them. I don't have anyone's phone number. How the f would I do that? No. I said I would be contacting UMG and Virgin for a statement, which I will be emailing them to have them confirm that they know who you are and that they have worked with you, which would be extremely surprising since your music can only be described as a violent assault to my ears. He said, you're free to do it. If you thought I would fear that, I would never pretend to be affiliated with a major label and end up getting no chance of signing a real deal with them. And I know how aggressive they are and are the only who could easily end my career for good. I think it's you that's going to end your non-existent career. But the good thing out of this is that they know exactly what's happening to me now and would never work with Connor. I need to get Connor signed by someone. I don't know who I would know at all, but listen, this is insane. And he said, and if you think that my music is bad, I couldn't care less. I doubt that. I have received compliments about my music by famous artists out there. The Grammys added my music to their playlists once. Doubt it. 100% doubt it that the Recording Academy added your noise. I'm not even going to call it music. Your noise that you create on the computer to their playlists. Are you positive that it wasn't you allegedly hacking into a Spotify account again? Are you positive? Because that's what it sounds like. I make music for myself and really enjoy it. That's concerning. Specifically, the new music I'm working on. Do not care. Anyway, heartbreaking ending. Okay. You will hear a lot about me in the future, but I hope you don't get obsessed with me. Bye. That's offensive. Like I said, I received a bunch of 3 actually, that I had received 3 privacy complaints on that video. And of course, thankfully, they did what was right and came back and were like, hey, this is wrong. So you're good, basically. And so after that happened, I was like, you know what? He needs to know. He needs to know about it. So I emailed him and I said, Uriel, I hope this email finds you unwell. I wanted to update you and inform you that YouTube, as expected, has not approved your privacy complaint in regard to my video. And I did put a screenshot of it. And I said, I'm sure you're not used to this and will not take it well, as you seem to live in your own delusional perception of reality, where no one is allowed to challenge you and your fabricated digital footprint you call a career. Disrespectfully, Chelsea Suarez. P.S. Listening to your music feels like chewing aluminum foil with a mouthful of fillings. I'm particularly proud of that one. So then on Instagram, after I shared that, because I was like, I need to share his music with the world. I have to. I put on an Instagram story, I said this is his music. The music he has made. The music he says that got him signed with Virgin. Not me sounding like Gronk. The poison for Cusco? That poison?
The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
His name's Kronk, not Gronk. Oh, how dare I disrespect him like that? He's one of my favorites. Tony is 100% Kronk. And I am Yzma. Now, y'all had amazing responses to this. Now, someone said it's giving the pink elephant scene from Winnie and the Pooh. Because on that Instagram story, I played one of his songs on it because it's on there. And you too can add his scary noise. I don't think it's music. His scary noise to your Instagram stories if you want. Or just go listen to it on Spotify. It's horrifying. You know what? I don't want to give him the satisfaction of getting my video demonetized or like having any money go towards him. So I'm not going to do a review of his music, but if you want to listen to it, I'll keep putting it on blast on Instagram. So please go follow me on Instagram at I am CCSUAREZ across all social media. I am verified on Instagram again. Thank God I was able to get that back. That's my only Instagram. Obviously I do have like my private one that like none of you are allowed to follow. I'm sorry. You can't. But then I have a backup. I think it says I am Chelsea Suarez, and then my podcast one too. Listen, exhausting being me. Anyways, that is mine. One thing I do want to make clear is that I have been, whenever I see in my notifications that someone from like clearly a burner account, 0 posts, 0 follows, no profile picture. If I see someone like that has followed me, I typically will just go ahead and just block them right out. And with Instagram, it will block any other account that is associated with that one, meaning like you're logged in on the same phone, or it is like linked, like that is also set up with same email or something like that. So I will go ahead and just block it because I don't like that. It's weird. I don't have the time, right? So, hey, sorry if you followed me from like what I thought was a burner account. Sorry, I guess. But it's a burner account, okay? I don't trust those. That's weird. So I responded to this person and said, how dare you disrespect the heffalumps and woozles like that? Another person said, this is the scariest I've ever heard, and I listen to black metal. Another person said, his music sounds like I'm stuck in an 80s sound continuum in a frozen NES game. Yeah, it do be sounding like that. Now, he responded to that last email that I sent him being like, hey, 1, your music is awful. It's noise. And then 2, not in that order, YouTube sided with me. So suck my butt. Actually, no, you don't get that privilege. Suck your own butt or someone else's. I don't know. Consensually. Gross. He said, hi, thank you so much for this email. I needed to follow up with a legal counsel. You talking about you with the mustache on or the 2 corgis in a trench coat sitting in the corner over there? Like, what are you talking about? You just confirmed that you made the video in bad faith of damaging my musical career. Let's back up just a little bit. Where in my email does it say that I'm trying to destroy his musical career? I'm not trying to destroy it, baby. I can't destroy something that I don't think exists. What are you talking about? What an idiot. That's so wild. Sir, yikes. Okay. It really is just like so comical because it's like, I'm not trying to destroy your career. I'm questioning its existence, and I'm allowed to do that. For someone who's like really trying to be famous, you are not made for it, bud. Like you cannot handle it clearly. My video has not even 40,000 views yet. Like, buddy, do you understand how much not of a hot topic you are? Like, I hate to say it about my own content, but like no one cares. However, hey guys, go watch that video because it is really entertaining. I contacted my lawyer about this and they forwarded your email to YouTube legal team. I doubt it again, because what they will most likely say is, if that even happened, was, yeah, nothing's wrong here. But hey, Uriel, feel free to include me on those emails. I'd love to be tagged on that correspondence, buddy. I'd love to circle back. The video will be removed soon. And if you try it again, there's one thing about me. I do love trying it. Your channel will be terminated for life. Okay. No, it won't. Buddy, no, it won't. Also, a constructive criticism. I have a laser clinic partnership in LA. You should go there to treat your wrinkles. They can offer you a discount. Sir, let's just bypass the misogyny of that. Okay. But clearly someone needs to clean off the dirt, smut, filth, and oil from their phone screen because... Also, though, yeah, I'm expressive. Shut the fuck up. You're invalid. Sincerely, Uriel. So, again, I could not help myself. And I said, Uriel, I mean this with all due respect, which is none. I am of the opinion that you need to seek help for your mental state. That I am of that opinion. That statement is true. That I think that. Your empty threats do not affect me in any way, other than giving me more content to react to on my YouTube channel. And here we are. I received yet another email from YouTube this morning stating that your multiple attempts to have my video removed were unsuccessful. I would happily speak with your lawyer and a point of contact at Virgin Music Group. Feel free to send over any email address so I can converse with them directly. I would be happy to contact the med spa you have a partnership with as well. What is the name of that establishment that you suggest I go to for my hideous face? I would like to put my journalistic hat back on for a moment and give you a chance again to answer the following questions and provide proof. Unfortunately, this person sees proof as like a Google search or like a screen recording of him just doing a Google search. It's like, no. That's not it. And they said, do you run your own fan account on Instagram? When I blocked that account earlier this week, I selected the also block any other accounts linked to this one. And your main account was blocked as well. You don't even have to answer that one, buddy, because that proves it right there. 2, who is your manager/main point of contact at either UMG or Virgin? Can you provide their contact information? This is a very simple way to prove that you are signed with these companies. If you aren't able to provide an at virginmusic.com email address for them. In my opinion, that would be enough proof for me that you are not signed with any of these entities. You could even copy them on your reply to this email as well. 3, you have claimed that you have a relationship with Ian Armitage's mother. Do you still stand by this claim? Please send over any contact information you have for her. A colleague of mine has worked with Ian and his mother for years and has contacted her on my behalf regarding all of your claims. You've released a song that you said was featuring the Gorillas. Yeah, we covered that in the main video. Go watch that shit. It's crazy. This was fake. Why'd you do this? Hey, why? Do you understand how illegal that is? In previous emails, you have gone off topic. If you do answer these questions, please stay on topic and provide actual proof contacts. Otherwise, don't waste my time with a response. Disrespectfully, Chelsea Suarez. And guess what, my friends? He has not responded. He usually is pretty quick to respond, but he has not. So that's fun. Now, Jessica, the content creator who also made a video about this turd, unfortunately, he was successful in getting her videos taken down. I asked her if she got in contact with these people. And she said, no, they never got back to me. And I said, same. Do you mind sharing any contact information you have for them? So if I do have anyone reach back out to me with confirmation or not confirmation, I don't know. Maybe I'll make another video, may not. I'm sure he's going to try to have this one taken down too. We can give a little discourse in the comment section about that. And that's it. One thing I do just want to say is, one, your butt looks good, obviously, not Uriel. His is probably like so bumpy. I don't know why, but I feel it in my bones that his is bumpy and like a weird color. Oh God, gross. Not yours though. If you're subscribed, it looks so good. Anyways, so one thing I do just want to say as well is people like this, it's always interesting to me when like I come into a situation and it's already well underway, right? I don't want to say gained traction because not really, but it's been going on for a while. And for some reason, he's been able and been successful at, in my opinion, manipulating these reporting systems on social media. And it's truly, truly crazy. I mean, up until yesterday, Connor still has not been able to post on multiple different social media accounts without having it reported and basically like taken down almost right away. And that's so sad. That's so upsetting. But it's like, why? Why does Uriel or whoever like not want, if that is the case, not want him to be able to post, not be able to have him post his music, not want him to speak out? If something's completely false, then let him talk, man. Unless, yeah, it's like actually like completely like ruining something. Okay. But if you have proof that what they're saying isn't true, then who cares? Let these idiots talk. Like whatever, there's people that talk shit about me all the time. And majority of what they say is completely false. And yes, sometimes it is considered an opinion. Okay, whatever. But almost everything they say is false. Okay. Awesome. Other than that, it's just shitty opinions, in my opinion. And that's okay. We can have different ones, but sure, whatever. It's so frustrating. And I hate that this person has such like a false sense of reality that I don't know. I don't want to say like he's scary because I don't want to give him that much credit. I think that the unpredictable way in which this person conducts himself on the internet, it can be a little bit spooky and concerning. He is, in my opinion, really, really, really giving me Luca, whatever. What was his last name? Luca something. Luca Magnotta. Yeah, this guy's giving me Luca Magnotta vibes and it's wild. Absolutely wild. And hey, hopefully he doesn't come to murder me, He wouldn't be able to. Anyways, okay. I appreciate you. Your feelings are valid. You are valuable. If you want to check out how painful this guy's noise is that he puts out, go over to my Instagram. Or just go to his stuff, but whatever. Go have a listen and be ready to be uncomfortable. For some reason, it made my heart, I don't want to say flutter, but like hurt. Like I feel like it gave me a blood clot. Pretty sure. Almost had an aneurysm. Maybe that's how he's going to get me, is through his shitty music. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.